I am Chosen Architect.
Alright guys, welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and it looks like today we're going to be working on some Botania. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a while. I've had some issues I've had to deal with. But today we're going to get started with some Botania stuff. So we're going to need a few things. And I went ahead and changed up my ME system. Put it like this for now. It gives me access to everything as well. I'll also show you what I've done down here. I created a room for my Tinker's Construct. Got all my stuff there and ready to go. All good. Of course, I have my reactor set up. Looks like it's got some power still. I changed this room up. I have wiring going underneath here into an ME system. Of course, some ME stuff will be going on later here. Of course, got all my drives set up just like that. Everything's nice. I got places for other things to go on here. Of course, this will be my main power supply. Eventually, I will have to upgrade it because I'll probably be going with a turbine to produce a lot more power. But for right now, eventually we're going to need to make a quarry. But as of right now, I just want to work on some Botania stuff. So what we're going to need is some paper, which I may have to make. Let's see. Just go ahead and craft this. Okay, so we're going to have to get ourselves some paper. Alright. Oh, seems like my hunger is just completely depleting. Okay, we'll go over here to our nice little sugarcane farm. Gather all that sugarcane. Alright, now a few more things. I may be able to start recording at higher frame rates or at 1080p. Eventually I may update to 1080p because I am going to be moving soon. And when I move, the internet I get here is about I get about 250 kilobytes per second upload speed, which is pretty dang slow. It's hard for me to upload any kind of files that are very large to YouTube. So when I move, I believe I will be in town, and I will be getting about 10 meg upload, which is significantly more upload speed. So, which I cannot wait for. Alright, so I have my paper. Now I just need a sapling. Any sapling will work. I'll just use one of these. When you put it in the crafting table, I thought it was paper. Maybe it's a book. My bad. Just take a book and a sapling. Yes, and you get the Lexica Botania. Alright, and now with this, there's a couple of cool features that you can do. When you hold shift down and you look at any item, it will tell you what mod it's from and what it is, which is kind of like the little function that we have up in the top of the screen that tells you how everything goes. Also, I want to show you guys a few things. If you hit 0 on your keyboard, you can go into Waylo, which is that little thing that comes up here, and you can show and hide it. You can disable it from here. You can also change the way it shows the information. You can also make it where you sneak, it'll toggle, like I just showed with the Lexica Botania. You can also make it where it shows liquids. Right here it says sneak toggle for entities, and then you can configure the aspect. And right here you can make this a lot smaller or a lot bigger. It just depends. So I'm just want to leave it like it is. Of course, it's a decent size, just so you guys can see stuff very clearly when I go over it. But also, if you shift click and you hold shift down and then you right click on an item, it'll pull up its wiki. As you can see at AE2 wiki in the blue there, which is quite nice. But what we're going to do is open up our Lexica Botania. And when we open it up, you're going to get this. It'll say 43rd edition table of contents. So basic, and this gives you everything you need to know about Botania. So let's go to basic, and then this is of course talking about the book and how to craft the book. Right here, placing it in an anvil. You can change the title of your book. Now, a few ways to navigate this book. When you click on, you can click on anything with a left click, and to back out, you can right click. It's a nice, easy way. So we have mystical flowers. There's 16 different colors in total. Nice little blurry image to give you a representation of what they look like. And when you put a mystical flower in a crafting grid, it will give you a mystical petals, which is something that we're going to need. And if we want to turn those petals into a dye of a powder, we're going to need something like this, which is a pestle and mortar. And see, it'll give us the powder version, which we can use to dye things with. Alright, we have a few other things like this fertilizer that it just shows you how to do. And the first thing we're going to need to make is a petal apothecary, which is this thing right here. Alright, so we're going to need a water bucket. We're going to need some mystical petals. We're going to need some seeds for later. Okay, we're also going to need some cobblestone, and we're going to need to set it up in a shapeless crafting table just like this. So a petal apothecary. Let's go ahead and make that. We can go ahead and type in right here. It may not pull up, so what we'll do is just go ahead and get our cobblestone just like this. I may not have any cobblestone. It may just be compacted. That's what it is. Okay. It's just compacted. I believe it was like this. And then a flower. Let's see. Petal. Do I have any made? No, I don't. So I'll just go ahead and gather this up. And we'll go ahead and get a flower. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll go ahead and use this. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, just put that in there. Believe the crafting recipe was like this. Yes, and you get a petal apothecary. Nice. Okay, so we're going to need, let's go ahead and gather a few of these flowers, because we're going to need a few of them here in just a second. Okay. Alright, so we have this. We don't need those. Yes, anything Botania related we're going to need. And we're also going to need some seeds. Regular seeds. Right there. Okay. And we're going to need a bucket. Because we're going to have to get us some water. We're going to need 2 buckets because we're going to make an infinite water source. Okay, so let's go outside because we're going to want to do most of this outside. Oh, I see it's nighttime. Let's go ahead and rest. We start fresh in the morning. The first thing we're going to need to set up, because the petal apothecary does need water inside of it, but also you can put lava inside of it and it'll turn it into an incinerator. You can toss items into it and it'll incinerate them, just completely get rid of them. So it may not be something you want to do, but you can also do. Also, you can put vines. You can drop a vine in it and it will change the texture to kind of a grungy rustic look. So our temp home location marker, I may need to go ahead and disable that. I'm going to hit the J to pull up this. You can see our massive map here. Seeing there's a nice little village over here. We'll have to check that out later. Okay, so I'll just turn this off for right now to get it out of our way. Alright, so our petal apothecary. We're going to just set this guy right here. And then I'm going to set up a nice little infinite water source for us. Just like this. Alright, and then we'll take this. We'll drop it in there. Okay. Now let's pull out our Lexica Botania. And we're going to need to craft ourselves, after we've crafted this, a pure daisy. Pure daisy is not only the most basic, but also will be the most important flower a botanist can have. It'll turn your stone and your wood or logs into a couple of items: living wood and living stone. So what we're going to need is some mystical white flowers. Okay, we're going to only need 4, and we do have some right here. This will give us 4 petals, and we're also going to need some seeds. So what you do is you just drop them in there by hitting your Q key, and then to finish it off, you drop a seed in there, and then voila, we have a pure daisy. Okay, so I'm going to need to get a few things after I've got this pure daisy here. I'm going to gather some stone. I do believe I have some stone. Regular smooth stone. I have 2. And then I need logs. Let's go ahead and get some cobblestone as well. We're going to need some more cobblestone. Okay, just like that. I don't have my auto smeltery up yet, so I may have to work on that. But I'll need logs, or maybe wood. There we go. We'll work on logs first, because we're definitely going to need that first. And as well, I'm going to need to make a nice little easy crafting table, so I have just one over here. Nice, just like this. Set that beside my petal apothecary. Alright, so next thing, let's go ahead and find somewhere to place this pure daisy out of the way, because we don't need it in our way. I'm going to go ahead and make the wood, living wood first. All you got to do is place it in this sort of fashion, just like so. You'll see some nifty little particle effects that are glimmering around it. And you just give it a little bit, and it will change into living wood. I don't exactly know how long it takes, maybe 45 seconds to a minute. Alright, so once that's working, let's check out our Lexica Botania so we can see what to do next. Okay, so the pure daisy, we got that set up. The runic altar, so we're going to need to check out mana manipulation, because we haven't got there yet. So right here is some mana manipulation. We're going to need to check out mana pool. Okay, we're going to need a mana pool. We're going to need a mana spreader, just like this. And we're going to need some functional flowers, which we're going to have to check out here in a minute. So right here we have a diluted mana pool. We're going to make that out of some living rock that we're going to have. That'll come from this. It'll come from the pure daisy. So I do believe there it goes. Just like that. Alright, and our obsidian lumber axe actually works on this. So I can just gather this up. Just like that. I'll go ahead and place some more down. Oop, I think I messed up over there. Yeah, I did. I don't know if this log being like that means anything, but anyways, I'll leave it, and if it doesn't change, then we'll know. But I don't think it really matters. Okay. So let's come back down here. I want to gather my alloy smelter, which I believe I could probably use the alloy smelter. I'll just use this one down here, just for quick, make it quick and easy. Let's go ahead and pop this guy right here. We have to configure it. Just do none. Yeah, I think I have to get down here. Just do insert. Oh, it's because it's set to furnace mode. Right? There it goes. Okay. For some reason it was set to activate with signal. I don't know why that was. Real quick to get us some cobblestone. I can probably put my double layer capacitor in there. Let's see. Go ahead and stick this in there. Doesn't hurt it. Okay, so we're getting us some stone. While we're at it, I can go ahead and craft with this living wood. Just like regular sticks, we're going to need 3. 3 of these sticks, just like this. And also, we're going to need to pick a couple of colors. So, I like blue. So I'm going to go ahead and get me some of those petals. And I do like the green. Actually, wrong green. Believe it's this green. Yes, this green. Okay, so what you do with the living wood, well, we're gonna have to get us a little wand, and you can change. You can use any color you want. I'm just choosing to use these 2 colors because I think they look nice. So, just like that. Now I have this wand of the forest. And you can actually shift, when you hold shift and you right click, you can change the different modes. So right here, you have bind mode and then you have function mode. This will be helpful here in just a little bit whenever we get just a little bit more of this stone here. Okay, just like that. I'm sure our wood upstairs have changed. Let me get up there real quick. I do believe, yes, it's changed. And then we're just going to turn this into some stone. Just like that. Alright, and while that's working, let's check out our Botania again. Okay, so we needed, it says for the maniple, we needed some functional flowers as well. So let's go to, I think it's functional flora. Is it? No. That's not it. We're going to need some, under mana spreader is something we're going to need. And it requires some gold and some living wood. And then a petal. So let's go down and get us some gold. I do believe just 1 gold. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, we have enough living wood. Okay, and 1 petal, and then gold. That will give us a mana spreader. This is something we're going to need. Let's check this out again. Let's go back. A mana pool, we're working on that right now. Let's go back again with some generating flora. We're going to need to work on some day blooms. So it needs to be set up in this pattern, not this one. It's going to require an orange petal, a light blue petal, 2 yellow petals. So we're going to make about 5 of those, I do believe. And we'll make 5. I might need to sleep. It's starting to get dark again. So, there we go. The day blooms, what they do is they work off of the sunlight. They generate a small amount of mana, but it will be definitely enough to get us started with our mana generation. So as you can see, this right here, turned into living rock. We can just go ahead and get this, and we'll end up making some more. Right. Eventually we'll automate this process. We're going to need another bucket. Okay. We're going to need, it said yellow flowers. So let's go ahead and convert all these to the yellow petals. We're going to need some orange and some light blue. Okay, so we'll put those down in our hotbar just to make things easier on us. Alright, just like that. And I go ahead and put a bucket down here just so we can gather up some water. So we're going to need 2 of these, 1 of those, and 1 of those, and to finish it off with a seed. Alright, and we need to get rid of something, get rid of some dirt. Alright, so now that we've got that, I can show you what it looks like. Just a regular old flower. Just like that. But if I check it with my wand, you can see it has a little bar and it keeps going up, and eventually it'll fill up and it'll disperse mana into a mana spreader, which will fill up a mana pool. But our first mana pool is going to be a diluted mana pool. We'll go ahead and make a mana pool just like this, and it's a diluted mana pool. Basic mana pool doesn't need much. We won't be using it for very long, just to create a regular mana pool. So right here, let me go ahead and break this flower. I'm going to put a mana spreader right here. Actually, let's go ahead and put our mana spreader. Yeah, let's put our mana spreader right here. This should put mana into this thing, into the diluted mana pool. We're going to set our day flowers right here. I'm going to set one here, 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 and here. That will give us just a little mana. And if I hold my wand, you can see the particle effect. It's shooting into this mana pool, and this mana pool will slowly fill up whenever this gets enough mana from the flowers that are producing mana. Maybe a little complicated, I don't know, for some it might be, but it definitely gets easier whenever you start getting further into Botania. So we're going to head and make a few more, just like that. 1, 2. That will be 3. That's 4. And then we're going to finish it off with 5. Just like that. And that will get us started. We'll set it up just like that. Okay. And then while it's daytime, it will generate mana. And as you can see, this will start to fill up. As soon as this fills up, it'll shoot a mana burst into here, putting the mana into this pool. And you'll see like a little blue liquid in there. It might take a little while with what we have set up. So we might want to look into a few more flowers that'll help us generate mana faster. Okay, so let me get more of this put down. We're going to need a little bit of that. Okay, well, let's check out our Lexica Botania again. Okay, so we did the day flower, day bloom. Let's look at Endoflame. This requires some coal. It's right here. This will produce a little bit faster. Say an open crate you can use to drop coal in. Let's see. Due to their behavior, an open crate, which you read about on magical. Okay, section. Might be a good idea for this setup. Oh, and you just saw a mana burst go into our mana pool. Okay, so an Endoflame is going to require this. So we're going to actually need to wait, because we're going to need mana to get these petals. And if you see, you're going to need, it's going to use just a little bit of mana, but it's going to take a while for us to get that little bit of mana. Because as you can see, oh, we may have enough. Yeah, we might have enough to get us going. Okay, so let's see. check this out again. Let's go back. We're going to need a brown mana petal and a red mana petal. Let's go ahead and convert our brown and our red flowers. And what other colors are we going to need? We're going to need gray. I believe this creates gray, and we don't have much of that. Let's go ahead and convert most of these to the petals. Right, just like this. And that will work. Alright. Let's go ahead and sort this. Okay, so we're going to need some gray. We're going to need some red. And we're going to need some brown. Now, the brown and the red. Okay, as you can see, this won't work. I think we need a regular mana pool. That's the problem. Yes, it requires a regular mana pool. So we need to go ahead and make that mana pool. So what it does is you use another diluted mana pool. And I don't know if we have enough. Yes, we do have enough. And you drop it in there, and now we have a regular mana pool. So what you can do is break this mana pool because we don't need it anymore. We'll actually use it in a little bit. When this gets a little more energy from these day blooms, which I may make some more day blooms. It couldn't hurt. Yeah, I think I'm going to make some more day blooms. But when we get a little bit more mana, we'll be able to convert this one into another one. So it does have a use, I guess. But as we can see, we have a little bit more mana. Alright, it does require just a little bit of mana. For some reason, it doesn't seem like there's enough to make that. Okay, so there's quite a few different, while we're talking about it, there's quite a few different, you have day blooms, you have endo flames. You have an Endropinium, which uses TNT, which requires it's a further tier. You have, let's see, I think this one eats there's a catch. Okay, it's a hungry flower. It eats food, anything that provides food, and it's based off of the amount of hunger that it fills up. Let's see, can I convert this? Yeah, no. Okay, so these guys are creating just a little bit. I'm going to make a few more here. Okay, and like it was a yellow, orange, and then I do believe I've already forgotten. Orange and light blue. Okay, light blue. And of course some seeds. That's purple. That's cyan. Where's my light blue? There it is. Okay. So it looks like I can make a couple more of these. Just like this. I'll have to gather some more flowers soon. Okay, so we got some more of these. And then I'll just place them around, just like so. And now it should be generating just a little bit more mana, a little bit faster. Still not a lot of mana. But as you see, this is filling up a little bit faster. Yeah, still not enough to produce what we need to. Okay. Alright, well anyways, this is a quick start on how to set up some Botania items. I think we got quite far in the process. This is the basic setup that you're going to need just to get started. So, alright, and I will see you guys in the next episode. If you guys like these videos and you guys want to see more, help support me by clicking that like button and that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.